Chapter 14, the oceans. Introduction. Oceans cover 71% of the Earth's surface. We recognize 5 different ocean bodies. Oceans are deep bodies of seawater and have a depth that averages about 3.8 kilometers. Most ocean areas have extremely deep trenches. At these trenches, depths can be greater than 10 kilometers. 97% of our planet's water is in the oceans. The other 3% is mainly in the atmosphere. There is much more ocean in the southern hemisphere than there is in the northern hemisphere. Here's some important statistics about the Earth's oceans. The largest ocean is the Pacific Ocean, covering 30.5% of the Earth's surface. Then comes the Atlantic Ocean at 20.8%, the Indian Ocean at 14.4%, the Southern Ocean at 4%, so this is an ocean body around Antarctica, and the Arctic Ocean at 2.8%. The following graphic displays the relative portions of ocean and land and their average elevation. So the average elevation of land is about 840 meters. Maximum elevation is 8,848 meters. The average depth of the ocean is 3,688 meters. And the maximum ocean depth in one of the trenches is 10,971 meters. This graphic displays the amount of land relative to ocean as a function of degrees latitude. So on the left, we're going from the northern hemisphere, and to the right, we're going to the southern hemisphere. So this graphic illustrates how much more land there is in the northern hemisphere. Let's look at some of the characteristics of the various ocean basins. The Atlantic Ocean, as I said, is the second largest ocean basin, covers 21% of the Earth's surface, has an average depth of 3,300 meters. It has many freshwater streams emptying into it, and has several large shallow seas. There are relatively few islands in the Atlantic Ocean. However, down the center of the Atlantic Ocean, beneath its surface, is the mid-oceanic trench where new tectonic crust is created. The Arctic Ocean covers 3% of the Earth's land surface, and it is defined by the map on the right. It's relatively shallow with a depth of 1,050 meters. Most of it is covered with floating ice, sea ice, that has a thickness of about 3 meters. During the summer months, this sea ice shrinks by about 50% in the summer. However, the amount of sea ice shrinkage that occurs in the summer has been increasing for the last 3 decades. And climate scientists predict that summer sea ice will disappear sometime between 2035 and 2050. So here is a satellite image showing the sea ice in the Arctic. And here we can see how sea ice, its aerial coverage, how it changes from its maximum in March to its minimum in September. So this is for the year 2017. The red line represents the median ice edge for a 30-year period from 1981 to 2010. We can use this as a reference to indicate how much sea ice has been lost by global warming. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean basin. 30% of the Earth's surface area is associated with this ocean basin. It's a relatively deep ocean basin with a depth of 4,300 meters. It has relatively little freshwater runoff flowing into it. And it has many islands, about 2,500. The Southern Ocean covers 4% of the Earth's surface. Its northernmost latitude is 60 degrees, and it extends to the edge of Antarctica. Floor depth is between 4,000 and 5,000 meters. There's little shallow continental shelf. Has a large area of mobile sea ice. Maximum coverage of about 19 million square miles, or kilometers, sorry. The Indian Ocean is our last ocean basin, covers 14% of the Earth's surface, average depth of about 3,900 meters. Few streams empty fresh water into it, has relatively few islands, and has some of the warmest sea temperatures relative to the other basins. Its salinity is a little bit higher than the other basins at about 32 to 37 parts per thousand.